Welcome to this Si2 Experience Exchange, where I'll be asking our practitioners, Eva Kunczicky and Nicolas Bartschat, their thoughts on our next event, where we'll be examining what has stopped service leaders from really embracing AI and how they can find a way forward, shifting from their think to getting to an outcome. So let's start with you, Nicholas. You're head of factory solutions at ASMPT, which manufactures high-tech pick-and-place equipment for the electronics manufacturing industry. Tell me, how has ASMPT, how do they start their journey to integrate these kind of AI capabilities that we're now seeing? How did you start to integrate those capabilities into your service business?
Hi, very nice. Thank you for the invitation. ASMPT is actually a market leader for pick and placement machines in the electronic industry. So for us, it's always important to being ahead of other companies, ahead of other competitors, but also showing what's possible in the market and in technology to our customers. So this also implements also our service offering, which we are giving to our customers. In today's companies, also like ASMPT, we always face the challenges in customer support and service. On one side, that there are so many and increasing technical hurdles. That means systems which are used are often isolated. There are few or pure interfaces. Processes are super complicated and have a lot of manual effort. And then also companies, of course, like ASMPT as well, also have limited resources. Yeah, that means we do not have enough skilled workers. Cost pressure is a topic, and of course, customers are expecting the best customer service. They do not want to wait if they have any requests. They want to have 24/7 customer support in many languages and so on. And this, of course, brought us to the point that we need to think about how we can use AI technology in order to increase our customer support quality, but also service level, and on the other side also, of course, to reduce cost.
So you identified this pain point, which was really that improving your customer support in a very complex environment, and you thought that you could see the possibilities of maybe these AI solutions offering that. So what's been the biggest challenge that you've faced along the path?
I think there are quite a lot of challenges. One is, of course, to establish a clear understanding of the current status quo, to understand what are the current processes in service, what are the systems which are used, what's actually also the way people are working with existing solutions and techniques. And then based on that, of course, it's necessary to make some kind of requirement analysis. Yeah, that's the first step. Second step is then, I think, one of the biggest challenges right now to get a clear overview over the existing standardized AI solutions in the market. Yeah. There are roughly 60,000 AI software solutions already out there. And it's absolutely impossible really for companies to find out what's really the right tool for them, yeah, to get an overview. And then, of course, in the end, also to implement these solutions, it's a challenge because, of course, there's also in this fields some kind of shortage of skilled workers, yeah, to implement software solutions, to connect them with REST API interfaces and other interfaces to their existing technology stack. Yeah.
So what kind of solution did you land up putting in place? Or is it a mix of technologies you put in place, I guess?
Yes, so we already had in place, of course, SAP and the ticket system, and of course also a telephone system. And we found out that it would be nice to have some kind of AI-based knowledge database, which is then giving our engineers some direct support on customer requests. But on the other side also, we started to implement a voice bot solution, which is automizing the whole administrative topics. So setting up the ticket in the ticket system, but also finding out in the first place who is the customer, which problem does he have. Maybe there is already some solution in the system which can be provided to the customer directly, and rolling this out in 20 plus languages 24/7 is just like, it's unbelievable, yeah, what big change this is for our customers and for the whole industry. Yeah.
And if there was one takeaway that you would leave us with in terms of your journey, what would that be?
Doing this with an approach which is very structured. So coming from this requirement analysis, going to this market overview, and then selecting, evaluating different solutions is always a very straightforward approach, which is important. But then also using, of course, experience from other companies, from other light tower projects is always a big recommendation from my side.
Okay, that's really interesting. So thank you, Nicolas. So it's all about structured approach and using experience and knowledge that's around you. So thank you. I really look forward to hearing more at the SLN event in May. Maybe let's now turn to you, Eva. You're an incredibly experienced service business leader, having had senior positions at Hilti and Cardex Remstar. So you've been involved in these kind of projects. In your view, what's been holding service leaders back from actively embracing the opportunity that's been offered by these AI technologies?
So first of all, thank you, Nicolas, for the invitation, and it's really great to be here. From my experience, most service leaders are really highly skilled in their technical fields. They know their systems inside out, and they feel really confident solving a customer problem quickly. But when we then look at AI, that's a different story. Many of these leaders do not have yet the same deep understanding of AI as with their traditional expertise, with their traditional service field knowledge. And that's a big challenge, because AI isn't just another tool. It's a completely different way of working. It requires different knowledge, different thinking, and often also a level of uncertainty is involved. And what also comes additionally in is that the real added value of AI is not so easy to grasp. So it seems to be vague, distant, and it's not a hands-on experience. It's something like in a cloud, something far away. And this all leads to hesitation. Some worry about making the wrong decision. Others feel AI is still too complex, or it's even not relevant for their business yet. And then there is the fear of losing control. AI is making decisions, and not I as an experienced professional. And all of this together, I think, makes it difficult to take the first step.
That's interesting. So, what are the things, Eva, that you do to help service leaders get on the path, to help see the way forward? What are the kind of things that you've been looking at and recommending?
So first of all, I work with the companies that they realize that AI is part of a bigger change. This is not just another tool that we are implementing. Yeah? Sometimes it's even a real transformation process behind. And for this, it's extremely important to look at two things that I would like to mention here today. The one is to actually reflect on the role of leadership. In my experience, technical leaders, they often have real technical knowledge, technical capabilities. But a leader's role is not only the technical part. A leader has to create frameworks, provide guidance, and also give the teams the space to grow. And how does a leader handle uncertainty when he's used to being the best expert? So thinking about the role of leadership is one element. The other element that is really powerful, and that's also going to be one of the topics that we're going to address in May in Frankfurt, is creating a vivid vision. A vivid vision is a clear, inspiring picture of where, in that case, the service business will be in 3 years from now. And with this picture, we actually imagine how it's going to be. We jump into the future and we already examine how it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like, how the systems are going to be. And we really live as we were there already. And this part of the visualization is extremely powerful. So I really encourage that. And if there is a service leader that doesn't have the role yet to make a vivid vision for a whole service business, it can be also done for little things. It can be done for one or the other process. It can be done for achieving new milestones in their service business. And we're gonna move into this part of the vision in Frankfurt together.
Great, great. And tell me, this vision that you're talking about, what you talked about, it's very, very powerful. Why is it? Why is it so important to have a clear vision? And what does that really mean?
So it actually, it's a picture that brings you to the stage where you want to be. If you don't know where you go, how shall you get there? Yeah, and actually to paint this picture is not so easy at first. So I develop with my clients. I am actually developing these pictures, and when I ask them first, then they often don't know. But once they know, it creates a real momentum because they want to get there. They can really imagine, they can feel how it is to be there already. And from this point, they then look back and see, how have we got there? And that's extremely powerful. You have to do it to actually feel the magic.
Right. So vision is absolutely key. So there you have it, guys. You just had a little sort of like taster into some of the topics the two topics that we will be discussing at the May event, really about understanding this thing called AI and the capabilities it offers. And Nicolas will be really talking about, the nuts and bolts, if you like, of how we actually do that, and talking about his experiences. And Eva will be talking more about the vision. If you're going to make this kind of change, you've got to have this clear vision. So she'll be talking about how you as a leader can get that vision and plot your journey forward. So if this sounds interesting, then please look us up on our website. That's si2partners.com, and look at the Service Leaders Network, and then you get more information on the event. Thank you both, Eva and Nicolas, for sharing your thoughts with us today.